Hello, everybody, and welcome to Invo Underwriting's webinar with HoneyQuote today. Franklin and Joe actually how to get to the website and HoneyQuote and all that good stuff in our portal. So first, I am sharing our screen. It's invounderwriting.com. All you will do is click Agent Portal. It'll prompt you to log in. Your username is your email, and the password is whatever you created. You will click Submit. Once you get submitted in, you will be on our products page and you will scroll all the way down to our personal lines carriers, and they are right here. You do have to get registered with them, so if you're not, I recommend doing that right after this webinar. But for now, that is all I have, and I will give the reins over to Franklin. And here we go. Thanks, Franklin.
Of course, thank you guys so much for joining, everybody that's here. My name is Franklin. I am the co-founder and chief marketing officer of HoneyQuote. And with me right now, I actually have Justin Zamitis, our co-founder and chief insurance officer, to answer any questions for you guys at the end here. So hopefully you guys can see my screen. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go through exactly how to create submissions in the portal, what's accepted, and just answer any general questions that you guys have on the program. Now, before I go ahead and jump into the portal, I wanted to start with talking about the problem that we're trying to solve here at HoneyQuote. And it's really that coastal homeowners insurance has been problematic for all stakeholders here in the state. For carriers, there's been a lot of market instability, which has led to insolvencies that you guys might have seen in the news, some rate volatility, and short-lived competitiveness. But due to the recent reforms, we're seeing a lot of new entrants, we're seeing decreasing rates, and a lot of competition. So the Florida market is finally softening up and ready for independent agents to start writing business. Now, for the agents in the state, they really have been hampered with some subpar systems and aren't able to adapt to these shifting consumer habits here in Florida. Clients want fast and easy service. And currently, right now, the average number of carrier appointments for Florida agents is less than 4. So grabbing these appointments has been almost virtually impossible or extremely difficult. And once you get them, it can be difficult to maintain as well. For homeowners, the most important group of them all, they have all been affected by these rate increases. Anywhere from 25 to 40% is what the stats say. But internally, we've seen people's policies go over 100% year over year, and 98% of the population has been affected. So this isn't just one county or a segment of the state. Really, the entire state has been plagued with the issues that have come to the state of Florida. Now, the solution that we're trying to bring and what we're working on is building insurance infrastructure that serves all stakeholders. So, solutions for carriers, homeowners, but today it's really focused on you guys, which are the independent agents, and giving you guys technology to transform you into coastal market leaders. Now, I'll talk about what that really means, but really to bring this program to life, we've partnered with over 15 actively writing carriers in the state. There's insurtech companies, there's national and regional companies. Many of them we've brought online for the very first time. So we created these direct integrations and partnerships in order to bring you guys the most competitive options currently available in the state. And it's all going to be done through our portal called Keeper. So we have a lot of corny B names at HoneyQuote. That's your first one. But Keeper is going to be the agent portal that I'll be demoing in just a second. That's going to allow you to create quotes for your clients from all of the top companies in the state and request to bind these policies through a partnership with HoneyQuote. So now let me go ahead and jump into the portal. And here we are. So Keeper is going to be your one-stop shop in order to create these applications for your clients. And it's probably going to be the easiest system you've ever used when it comes to insurance. The way it works is when you jump into the portal, the first thing that you're going to do is hit this big blue button in the top right that says create an account, and this will allow you to create an account for your client. Now, what this does essentially is create an account holder. So you might have a client that has a primary home in Miami and a secondary home in the Keys, or maybe they have a home in flood or multiple products. Your account is meant to create a profile that can house all of these quotes and policies under one umbrella. So the first thing that you do is go ahead and create an account for your client. The only thing that you need is the name, email, phone, and property address. And it's going to create this account profile here. Now, once you have an account created for your client, you're going to be ready to create a quote. And in our system, we call that a lead. A lead is essentially the actual product that you're looking to quote. And in order to do that, you just click Add Lead. It'll display all of the different products that are available through our platform, and you select any one of them in order to create quotes for your client. Now, homeowners is our core product. That's where you're going to find the majority of options and really the biggest driver for the program. But we do have a flood marketplace available with over 20 different flood carriers, a condominium product that offers HO6s for your clients, a mobile home product, and even pet and jewelry as well. Now, what's really powerful about the homeowners program is that every quote starts with an HO3, but it also quotes what we call a DP3 owner occupied product and a DP1 owner occupied for those homes that might have older roofs, for example. So if you have a client that doesn't fit the mold of a standard HO3, we do have alternative options that are available in each and every submission, making it super easy and giving you the best chance to convert those clients. Anywhere from the Panhandle to the Keys, we're going to have a market for that property. So you go ahead, select that product. It's going to ask you just to confirm that property address that you're looking to quote, and it's going to pull up this lead profile here. Now, there are several different actions here, but the main ones are these two buttons to the right, this quick quote and this application. Now, clicking on the quick quote button, what it's essentially going to do is we're going to connect to multiple third-party data services and pre-fill all of the property characteristics for you in real time. So you don't have to go digging through property appraiser websites. You're going to see that the year built and living area, roof material and roof shape, and everything that we need in order to generate quotes is going to be pulled for you automatically. And we're going to display all of these carrier options in just seconds. Now, all of these options are admitted carriers. So this is not just a bunch of E&S options. These are all admitted homeowners products, HO3s ready for your client. Here on this quick quote section, you are able to adjust any of this information. So if you want to adjust your coverages, change some deductibles, or add some wind mitigation credits, all of these rates will update for you in real time so you can see the latest pricing. But if you're happy with what you see and you want to go ahead and apply for one of these companies for your client, you simply select on the carrier you're looking to apply for, and it's going to take you to the step-by-step application. Now, it's extremely simple, and we try to put everything in layman's terms so you can really understand it. And it should be really fast for any of your staff to be able to get trained on the system. So step 0 is simply your property details, everything pre-filled for you with the ability to actually calculate a replacement cost estimate if needed. It's already done for you though and pre-filled, so you'll see your coverages have it here. You can add any discounts, deductibles, or even some endorsements that you'd like for your quotes. And you simply just go step by step. So if I come to step 1, I can start adding my applicants, like my primary and co-applicant, about the home, which is going to ask if the home is currently insured, how the property is being used, if I have any inspections to upload, and lastly, just the number of years they've been in that home. Now, before I move forward in the application, something very unique to Florida and something super important if anyone's not familiar are the inspections, the wind mitigation and 4-point inspection. Essentially, what it is that any home built before the year 2002 can get some major discounts with a wind mitigation report. The discounts can account for up to 65% of the premium, so it's super important. But anybody living in Florida is accustomed to it or already has one done. So you can just collect it from them so they can get those discounts on their quotes. The 4-point inspection is basically an eligibility report that can get done. And this basically just opens up the number of carrier options that they might be eligible for. Now, you just go through this application step by step. It'll ask for employment information, renovations, Underwriting, which is basically just one component here where you can select anything that might apply, or if none of them apply, you just select no and you can move forward. And then lastly, it's going to go ahead and recalculate your more finalized, accurate quotes so you guys can see exactly what's available for your client. Now, things might have changed from the quick quote to this section here, which is why we redisplay those options for you, but you're going to be able to see them here and even download a PDF for your client. So if you want to download a proposal to send them, that's going to be available as well. Now, if you're happy with what you see and you're ready to request to bind this policy, you simply select Refer Client. It's going to take you to this payment page here where it just asks for any required documents. For example, for this application, it just needed a copy of their prior declarations page, or maybe it'll require some proof of new purchase if it's like a new home. Whatever it is, it'll just list all the documents that are going to be required in order to bind the policy. And then just a few sections to wrap it up. Current policy information, so what they currently have, the carrier name, policy number, and expiration date. And then the payment method. So right now, we're able to accept any mortgage company and loan number to bill it through escrow. So if it's going to be lender billed, you simply just select the mortgage company and plug in their loan number, and we can do it through that way. Or it can be through e-check, which is basically a payment plan. It could be full pay, semi-annual, or quarterly, and you can put in an account number and routing number in order to bill it directly to the client. And then there's just these three disclosures here. The first is a consumer report, which is essentially just asking for permission to run the insurance score and claims history for the client. There's a processing time disclosure, which basically says that it could take us up to 3 business days to review these applications. Now, we give ourselves that window of time, but the majority of our applications are handled the same business day or maximum within 24 hours. Now, if you're submitting something that might be like a complicated risk that needs just further review, it could take some longer time, but generally most of the submissions are handled the very same day. Then there's just an accuracy confirmation, just asking you to confirm that this is as accurate as you can possibly know. You go ahead and confirm that application. And what it's going to do is that it's going to send you an email that looks like this. Basically, a ticket that gets created that says, "Thank you so much for your application. Our agents are currently reviewing your application and we'll get back to you shortly." And anything that happens post review will respond to this thread. So if your application is approved just as is, we'll respond with the finalized application for your confirmation to bind. Or if we need anything else or just need confirmation on anything that you've submitted, we'll just request it right through this email thread. So you don't have to go back in the application and create anything from scratch. It just gets handled directly through this email thread. Now, just to recap, the process is pretty straightforward. You come in, you create accounts for your clients, you'll get options from all the top carriers in the state, and you can request to bind those policies through your partnership with HoneyQuote. We'll review your applications. If everything checks out, we'll provide you a finalized application for your confirmation to bind, or if we need anything else, we'll respond directly through that email thread. Now, what's really powerful is that anytime a policy is actually bound, they're going to be listed in this customers tab here. Now I'm in a test account, but essentially what this is, we'll pull up a profile where you get access to all of the policy documents and signed applications for your reference, so you can go back at any time and download your client's documents. Now there is this knowledge base here, so you simply can select that tool, and it'll open up this help center, which has several articles, most importantly, the quick reference guide here, which I'm going to go over. Now, this changes frequently, so if you ever have any questions or general questions, you can just jump into this quick reference guide. But essentially, the products that we're currently offering will be listed here. You'll notice that mobile home isn't listed here just yet because it's just a very new product for us. So this documentation hasn't been updated, but it is available. It'll show deductible options, base coverage limits that are available. And if you start going down, it's going to show you these two sections here: ineligible risks and risks with limited options that we encourage you to submit to see if it can get pushed through. So ineligible risks will be anything that is tenant occupied at the moment. We will have a landlord product launching in just the next several weeks, but currently we're only accepting owner-occupied properties. So that's one of the main exclusions at this time. So any tenant-occupied homes and homes owned by a business. So if it's under the name of an LLC, a state, a trust, etc., those will be denied for now until we launch that landlord product shortly. Risks with limited options will be homes with a lapse in coverage or any of these unusual circumstances that some carriers deny, but some will take. They do go through a further underwriting review, so you can get it submitted and we'll be able to take a look for you in order to get those approved. Now, in the portal, when you're inside of a lead profile, and let me just go back to this account that I had here, you are going to see that there is a button for every quote that's created that allows you to quote flood with just one click. So if I had a homeowner's product quoted here and I needed to add flood, I simply just select this button. It's going to open up a flood profile. And if I hit quick quote, it'll display all of those flood options available without having to create the applications from scratch. So super easy way to cross-sell without having to waste time creating these applications. It takes literal seconds in order to get all of these flood quotes generated. And we have options for anything from flood zone X to the flood zone B or Cobra zones. You should find an option for your property here. Now, any quote that is submitted is going to fall in this pending tab. So you'll see that anything that you've submitted that's pending to be bound will be listed here. And that's essentially the entire program. You come in, you're able to create accounts for your clients and get quotes from all the top carriers, request to bind them from our team. We'll get back to you same business day, if not 24 hours, and you're able to submit the business right through this one portal. I think that I ran through that pretty quickly, but hopefully that was straightforward. We can do some Q&A to answer any questions that anybody has, and we'll go from there.
Hi, everybody. My name's Justin. Like Franklin introduced earlier, I'll help with any questions that you guys have. I'm sure there may be a lot.
Right now we don't have any, but I will give everyone a few minutes to see if they put in any question. Guys, this is your time where you're in front of kind of face to face with Franklin and Justin. So please ask all questions that you can. We'll give them just a few minutes.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Definitely.
We'll take no questions as a good sign as well.
Franklin, Justin, do you want to give your contact information in the comments box, just if they have any questions or anything like that after the fact?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
of
course.
course.
I'll plug that in right
Awesome.
now.
Go ahead,
And
Franklin.
everybody watching this has been recorded and will be posted on our YouTube channel. So if you have to go over anything, you're more than welcome to go to our channel and go read this webinar. Well, it doesn't look like we have any questions. Oh, just kidding. We do. Oh, just kidding, Franklin. You put your question in the your contact information in the
Oh my
question box.
gosh.
Awesome.
You're a heck of a
Well,
presenter,
that's
though.
a good sign then. You explained it good then.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Anybody who's here, thank you so much. Super excited to get started with you all. And of course, anybody will have questions afterwards. You can reach us directly. And yeah, excited to get started.
Exactly. It
Absolutely.
always starts like this, and I'm sure everyone, when we're getting your first policies here, will all be contacting a lot more, and we're looking forward to it. Our doors are open.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all so much for being here today. Everybody who's watching, thank you as well. Hope everybody has a good rest of their day.
We'll speak soon.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.